I'm gonna give you something else to talk about. I just cannot fathom the fact that I still feel like a gazillion time percent that I was out for days of this place. When they say soon, soon can be months and years. Like, no, no, it has to be closer from the real now. Oh man, it feels like it's been forever that I have been in front of the camera. And weirder, it feels like it has been a few days that I haven't been here. Let me try to explain you what happened. At the very early of the beginning of the afternoon, I went pick up all the laundry on the rooftop. I washed all the beddings. I left all the phones, everything in the kitchen. But the plan that I could feel was to go to the loft to do the bedding again and to have a nap with Onyx because back there in the loft it is way cooler. I finally let it lay down in bed and it was a bit not well tough just to let go. So many things in my head. And I was laying on my back, but I started to do the same thing as I do usually when I do meditation. And I could feel that why not trying to do it um, in the loft instead of doing it outside? Maybe I will be more lucky to connect, to really go somewhere to connect, or really to go meditate. Because every time that I am in the rooftop, just like now, and I want to do meditation, it's so far it has been not really successful, as in the energy I can't hold or handle the level of energy that is right here. Maybe it's still too soon here to do meditation, or I'm gonna have to find a better way. And I wonder if the energy of the jungle combined to being next to the solar panels, because I feel that there is that as well. Long story short. Short, I'm not sure. So I finally managed to, and I start to feel that it's kind of a napping, but not really because I could still hear a bit of the outside. Like I could hear that the dogs or a few dogs were outside around the loft. Um, so Onyx was with me and she wasn't with me, blah. At some point, I left. And this is where it is interesting. And at the same time, it's going to be very foggy because I can't, it is purposeful that I do not recollect a lot or super clear where I was or what it was, the whole thing. But when at some point, I could feel that Onyx was licking my arm to wake me up. Um, she doesn't do that very often now that I think about it. But I was like, oh no, I want to stay there. Oh, let me try to remember as much as possible there. And when I was starting to do that, it started not really to fade away because I could still feel that I was there, but the visual was kind of getting behind a veil that for me it was difficult to see. I could see some light and I could sense and feel that it was behind, but I wasn't I wasn't able to see clearly what was going on and blah blah blah. It felt like I was in a northern, why do I want to say, maybe because that's what it is, a Northern Californian forest. I haven't even been to a Northern California forest. I wanted to say initially to a northern country like USA and Canada forest, but the fact that California comes by itself and northern specifically, So I'm going with that, and that's where I was. And it was kind of a road trip by myself, but being part of a group. And what I can't remember when it started to fade away, I knew that we were all kind of moving together, that I was apart from the other ones. But I can't remember if I was ahead of the other one, kind of opening the path for the other one, or if I was the one kind of closing the caravan, kind of being the last one. Yeah, I have a feeling that's what it is actually. And they had this vibe of being in the 50 or in the 60s. The cars that was driven, no, the car that, well, anyway, the car that was used looked like in the 50s or in the 60s. The pit stop was kind of a diners or um motel, but really with the vibe of back in the 50s and the 60s. I don't think that I lived in this era, but I wasn't born, that's for sure. See another reason why to follow and to subscribe and to like, and even better, to comments down in the under the video. To, I don't know, you can put, the emoji with the eyes like crazy if you have watched so far and you feel like I sound crazy. Oh, on the other side, you can put a heart if it resonates and you can feel you had experienced something somehow, or you wish you had experienced something similar. I can only remember, but I think that's for certainty, that I was never outside of the car. Every time that I make a stop, it was always driving in the car or staying in the car, seeing me inside the car. I had a feeling that I wasn't the only one, but I mean, like maybe Onyx was with me, but not another human, that I was doing that road trip by myself. There was this happy and light vibe of the whole thing. It was very much in vibrant colors, but warming colors of it's okay. It's everything is happening with love, and you are doing the trip. This is what I hear. You are doing the trip by yourself, like you are the last car and you are alone, but you are part of a gang. We are all here. You just can't see us. And you do not interact with everyone else. Since I told you I wasn't getting out of the car, I wasn't getting inside the motel or the diners, um, or anything. I was like driving, stopping. I could see like kind of a napping inside, but I was always in the car. I think at some point I remember that it was always moving slowly, not by being cautious on the road, but just chill out. What's the rush? You have the time to reach to your destination. I enjoy the road. And it's not the scenic road, because it was almost always inside the forest, and the forest and everything that I can slightly remember was super vibrant with the color. Like the green was very green, but a light green, or with some variation tones of green. And there was an undertone of yellow. And it's funny because before I started to wake up, and when I started to wake up after Onyx licked my arm, And I was like trying to remember. I was really like, no, no, let me remember. I want to remember what it was. It was a dream. Or I don't know what it was, but it felt so good. Why? What is the meaning of it? Because it lasted. I could feel that I was there for quite some time and that it was still ongoing. And I wanted to know more. But there was always and you're gonna laugh because I kind of laughed, but I didn't want it because I didn't want it to wake up really fully. I could always see the yellow mixed with green from some of the bananas that we have that are not ripped yet, that they are really taking their time to get there. And I could always see that. I was like, the fuck, the banana, what is it doing in the middle of all this? What is the meaning of it? I could hear the voice, saying that, well, just that's why you can see the banana and that color yellow green, because just like the banana, you are not ripped yet. You haven't arrived at your final destination. You are still on the road, so it still requires some patience. Hold on. And what else does it says? You are tagging along and you just have to keep enjoy the road, keep enjoy moving forward. You take your time. There is no rush. It is worth it. You will not regret it. This is just not the time yet. I insisted a lot on the yet, like almost there. Just like, the banana for the yellowing, it's like it's getting there, but it's not there yet. This is a bit of how I feel, that when am I gonna arrive at destination? It's been such a long time now that I am moving forward with nothing and no one around. And you can't help yourself, I'm sure you have experienced that. You know how we are humans compared to higher frequency beings, like with the time existing here, how long, and for us it has to be like now, because when they say soon, soon can be months and years. Like, no, no, it has to be closer from the real now. Suddenly it's like as if I was kind of expelled of that place, that I could still feel that I was inside the car and it was at a pit stop at that time, but it was kind of the caravan was moving forward. And the caravan felt, or when I said that I was the last one, was like the other ones are actually my cosmic team. So everyone else who is with me working to make that happen, the whole universe as well. And it's not that I'm not doing anything, because when I said that, oh, I'm just driving and enjoy the roads, like, no, I am. And here I'm doing so much for the healing and the work, but it's the reflection, the understanding, the explanation. My brain is really not back yet. But suddenly I felt that I was expelled. So I opened, like, suddenly my eyes and I really felt okay, get up now and go back to your day. It felt like I told you I didn't have any fun with me. I didn't take anything. So I didn't know what time is it. So I don't know. It felt like it's time to feed the dog. It's late to feed the dogs and it's time. So it should be around 6 to feed Onyx. So I am going to the door, changing my shoes, and I ask Onyx, okay, do you want to come now? Because I don't think there are any dogs. Do you want to eat? And she's now laying like a queen, laying down on the table that is behind the beds in the loft. And she was like, "Why bother me? It's not even time." And I was like, me in my head, I was like, Sure, it is time. Why don't you want to come get your fish?" And I don't know, it's not the time. Anyway, opened the door. The dogs were outside. So in my head, it really felt like um, I am really late with the time, the hour to give them food. So, but I'm not back very well. So I'm kind of, slowly moving towards the kitchen. The other team member is inside, and I start a bit of explaining the thing. And he's preparing the dog for the food. And he said, "Well, it's just 5, actually." And even now that I am on the rooftop and I'm telling you all this, it still feel like I've been out of the jungle, out of here for a few days. I I can't explain this. I mean, this is serious. Something like that, I've never experienced it before. And I know that we just had um, a big jump last night. We changed collectively timeline. So anyway, if it's a side effect of the timeline, I never experienced something like this before. And now I wonder, it's just crossing my mind because in different possibilities of experience, especially when you have a loss of time and of days, that sometimes there can be other few explanations that it could have been having had an out of body experience, even being in spaceships with higher beings. And I wonder if it could be something like this. Well, obviously, I don't know, and I'm probably not going to get any answer. But right now, I can still see this is so weird. I can still see myself in that car with all those colors of greens and yellow and the vibrancy and the tone of the 50s and 60s that is so cool and nice and happy. And it's just driving along in the northern California forest, and it's driving here and driving there. And I'm like, what the frick? I am not back. I am really forcing right now. My brain is forcing itself at recognizing, not like if it's a place that I haven't seen all around me, but at recognizing of I am back in the jungle. I can't explain better than this. Please leave in the comments if you had experienced anything like this. Man, this is so weird. And it's funny because I had that feeling of I'm almost there, but not yet. And because, like I said, that I was starting to ask and really to wonder of, okay, I would like now to be now at the destination. When is it going to happen? I had a feeling that, so before Onyx woke me up, that I was fully there, that there was more going on. I tried to visualize, that's why I'm closing my eyes. I think there was more going on, like things or tasks were done or had to be done, or but that is really the first thing that kind of a disappear when I started to consciously wanting to remember and understand. It was really like, oh, no, 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 no. You cannot remember. You cannot have access to this. And it suddenly went behind a veil, and it was like, nope. The only thing that you need to know is that, that's very weird. And I feel weird as well. But I can tell you that from roughly the time that I left to pick up the laundry to go to the loft, and then going back to the kitchen and seeing the time, It must have been something like between 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, between something like this, that I was out sleeping. I just cannot fathom the fact that I still feel like a gazillion time percent that I was out for days of this place, and now I am technically back, but at the same time I still feel and see myself out outside of I don't know where. Wow, it's that's a tough one. I know that for many it's gonna sound craziness, and I know that for some other many it's gonna sound like, yep, you know what? I got you, girl. This is exactly what I experienced, so this is exactly what it is. And others like I don't know, but okay, maybe. And you see, this is a good reason why you need to subscribe if it's not done already first, because you're gonna see how much crazier it's gonna get. Because I want to know. And about this transformational journey that I am on, being off grid, being solo female, tomorrow it start again. My eyes are like captivating by the various tones of greens that I can see around me with all of the different trees. And it feels like it's the first time that I am seeing it. Like I'm seeing part of the jungle for the first time. See another reason why to follow and to subscribe and to like, and even better, to comments down in the under the video. To I don't know, you can put the emoji with the eyes like crazy if you have watched so far and you feel like I sound crazy. Or on the other side you can put a heart if it resonates and you can feel you had experienced something somehow, or you wish you had experienced something similar. I will not feel alone. Whew, man, things like this really don't happen every day. Not even for me. I don't remember if it was last night or the night before. Oh man, I think it was just before doing the jumped into a different timeline, or maybe I have jumped before. I don't know, because I can put back the time exactly, but I could hear and I could feel that I have been upgraded, and I could see that I was expanding, like flying above the jungle, but like seeing the whole spectrum of it in a way that I've never seen like a human before. And I could see beyond my human eyes, and I can know beyond my human knowing. And it felt so like normal at first. Things are happening so weird sometimes. And especially when you go into this area of awakening, of transformation. And man, we are all transforming. I don't know about you, but me, it's a lot. Where is my finger? Where are you? Oh, hold on, you're here. Okay. This is a new leaf that is not open yet. I don't remember. It wasn't there. Where does that come from? That one is opening now. The new leaf? Where are you coming from, girl? What is going on here? You know what? There's something. I just want to lay down on my back and close my eyes. And that's it.